They do have 3 matches on HLTV. They've lost all of them, but Madden does not want to lose this opening gunfight. Spots out 2 towards the apartments. Diha, though, double headshot. Madden chimes in for another. XANTARES, that's the man we need to see more of, but Diha doesn't give a damn. He doesn't want to see much more of him in this opening pistol. With that, he's found a 3 cakes. 1 versus 4 here. Henu's got his number towards Boiler. Calyx will at least continue the fight for a little bit longer.
But Calyx, he's got to slip the net a little bit. The issue is he's got to get past some Pius, but Diha falls in the meantime. And also, yeah, Calyx now 30 seconds left. Needs to isolate the gunfights. Needs to try and clear every single angle and get to a bomb site. It feels so difficult,
No way.
But he's clicked Snappy out the server, snapped him out of existence, and suddenly...
But Calyx doesn't give a damn about the timer. He peeks back on in. Sunbias now forced to take the engagement. Calyx, he's looking for the clutch, but Sunbias will deny. Ever so close. Will he strike in tandem? No, in fact, it's Emor and XANTARES to start things off. Henu, fantastic from his position, only finds the single, though. Calyx now cleans out the rest of brackets, and with that...
back into the barrel. They got the CZs, they got the Deagles, they're ready to go. And so is XANTARES, already scaling his way up towards Banana. Madden, fully blind, dealt with, as too is Snappy. And it's as easy as that for XANTARES.
Yeah, that's the kind of XANTARES we need to see more of on the server today. Lovely double entry towards Top Banana. I believe it was own flashbang. Yeah, I mean, as soon as they see that 2-man boost towards the B bomb site, they assume the worst. They know their economy is weaker, and they know Sunbias has their only rifle, so if they can beat the rifle on the rotation, as they have just done,
okay.
With the performance they've been putting up so far, they're certainly looking to do the former. Madden, though, looking to win out these opening engagements towards the top of Banana. But it's Emor to start the fragging. Ooh. Snappy falls, but good trade there from Madden, as that nade certainly does. Lands on XANTARES, makes him deviously one-tappable as he heads through that smoke. Well, he won't even be afforded vision on the opposition. It is the 2v2, though. Sunbias trades back onto Calyx, but the problem is the only defender still towards B is Diha, and he's been locked out of this bomb site. Almost locked out of the round, but XCloud flounders, leaving just Major in the 1 versus 2. Apparently, he's an AWPer as well now. Brandon finds the first, but the bomb is planted for the likes of Major. Diha misses the tap a couple of times there. Major peeked on him with an M4, and oh my goodness, it's the IGL to do it again.
XCloud has the same vein of thought. He pushes coffins, however, and he falls. That's why it gets a little bit scary.
They do have a nice stack towards this B bomb site again here. The nade might do a bit onto Snappy, as it does, but XANTARES crucially falls to Madden. Calyx, it is a nice trade. Still an advantage with the pistols here, make it a double. Snappy as you like it, decapitates XCloud, and the bomb is now dropped.
Yeah, look at that. It's been thrown forward as well. And Snappy's now trying to get a little bit more dangerous, but Calyx is providing good overwatch. Major drops a much deeper smoke to scoop up the bomb, and he transitions back in to deal with Diha.
As the AWP slowly edges his way on in from CT. Oh, and Calyx, he's just found Henu. I think this has to be the AWP save here for Sunbias. A great recovery there from Eternal Fire. There's not enough for the defuse anyway in terms of time on the bomb. It is a nice shot from the AWPer, but again, it's poor old Sunbias having, well, not very much time, but it was perfect for the situation as XCloud. Oh, that's perfect as well. Henu falls very early doors, and look at the discipline. He doesn't rush out. He doesn't go hunting for more kills. They're going to be straight rotating back to way. XCloud does fall in brackets to Sunbias.
Here comes a flashbang draining over. They're just going to go through the smoke. But Madden, he's here as well. That's a really nice start. But in fact, he just gets decapitated by XANTARES. And as too does Snappy, he meets the same fate.
They're going to be let slip. Although XANTARES does miss the opening opportunity onto Diha. Calyx, thankfully, in the backlines does not.
Prerogative on the CT side. But in doing that in himself, by doubting his ability, he's ultimately costing them.
Oh, and that's a big opening 2 kills for Eternal Fire. That is, again, Sunbias removed a ridiculous amount of save rounds. The AWP has no impact in this one. Instead, it's the CZ to strike for the boys in blue, but...
yeah, you'd like to see Sunbias go over there early, try and get some picks with the AWP, right? Diha, we can, because ENCE are not putting any pressure over there.
Also, they've got a lot of money, which is why they've been afforded this hunt, and with that, Diha will fall, losing further valuable weaponry. And Henu, oh, he's trapped in a corner, does at least take one down with him, but it doesn't really matter because of the nature of the T-side economy. Snappy through the smoke. Is he about to get pushed by XANTARES? I think he might be. Some Pyjamas, though, pushes a 50 cal round into the body of Calix. That is a good start, and that's a much more impactful entry. It stops this push in its tracks, and Snappy, that kill onto XANTARES is crucial. XCloud only good for a single trade, and with that it's a 4v2 for ENCE. Henu bags another, and Emor, as much as he does get one clean kill, Diha cleans up shop.
Madden needs to be a little bit careful. He's already lost 50 points of his health, and Emor has just very difficult. Deep Molly now being thrown in, trying to force Eternal Fire back, but
no.
Emor keeps on going. He's really thriving on the AWP.
Yeah, it's the first time he's won the duel out against some Pyjamas this map, and I feel like there's plenty more of that to come. 5v3 ensues, and Snappy.
The pressure's being applied at balcony. Henu's got no idea that this is coming forward. Calix does manage to secure it, but now you still have to deal with Diha in the pit. 15 seconds, but guess what? The bomb, it's on a swivel again.
Yeah, they don't overextend. They don't take the bomb into the more stacked site. They let their entry fraggers clean it out first, and even then, the more vulnerable B-bomb site is cut out by a lurker, and Diha, well, he finds one more kill to his total as XCloud totals him, and Diha goes down. Eternal Fire, as much as Woxic had a higher capacity for fragging perhaps, Emor fits a lot better into this system as Major. It's been a little bit empty on the defense for ENCE here.
Yeah.
As Diha falls flat on his face as well. I mean, they'd love Emor's AWP here, but it's just far too risky to push for it. And Henu pushes for a kill onto XCloud, doesn't achieve it. Some Pyjamas with the CZ does.
In high-pressure scenarios, you're playing against teams that you're not used to facing. You're now communicating in your second language.
Ooh, but that is a nice opener from some Pyjamas. Despite being blinded, a clean kill onto Emor, a great pre-fire. But no, going back to what you said about the language barrier, in fact, no, we're not. As XANTARES pushes a smoke with Calix, and of course they come out on top. The fragging prowess here for the Turkish side is absolute insanity. Some Pyjamas seem to be insane to push this smoke, but he does regardless. XCloud falls, almost a no-scope, but Calix, a triple entry towards Banana and B.
And a Molotov's just been thrown on it as well. Henu's sticking the bomb, Henu's going for it, but no. Major will silence him, and he has now got no say into the round. Major's even hunting him down. Will he get away with the AWP with a bomb? Yeah, just about. They've got to go. Eternal Fire. By the way, guys, you've got 15 seconds to try and make your way through. Henu does significant damage, but XANTARES does put him down into the ground, but a flurry of kills back for ENCE. It's perfect. They are stacked in the right place, and they do at least get another round back in on this season.
Now, hopefully, the B-bomb side defense won't go awry for the likes of ENCE here. Snappy is back on the orb, and he does find opening success with it. XANTARES is cut on down. The Molotov misses the mark slightly, though, and Snappy subsequently cut down to 15, and he's removed completely by Major's nade.
Drop that incendiary, try to split up Eternal Fire and deal with them on the way in. There it goes, but Major's found Madden, and this gets a little bit dicey. At least
Calix towards new box will be a hard position to clear on out. Molotov on towards the bomb as well. XCloud another headshot follows on up, but Emor now left in a 1v2. He doesn't give a damn about how many opposition you throw at him.
Can they get that one over the line? Can they close it without too much kind of grievance? Or Emor looking to do exactly that on the timing shot of Snappy's flash. That's one of the SMGs. Diha operating the other one. Just gets removed by XCloud, walking in through the smoke, trying to catch a little bit of a timing. Calix also removes Henu. All of these gunfights are falling in favor of Eternal Fire. It doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter who's taking the peak. Last round of the first half, of course, you're going for this if you're ENCE. You got a smoke, you got a kit, but the one thing you haven't got is the firepower and the numbers. Snappy left on his own, 1 versus 4. And it looks like he's just going to walk straight into XCloud.
Oh, that's so clean. And one tap to close as well. A 12-3 half. It's because they've been conditioned to be scared by, the fluidity of Eternal Fire's T-side. But Emor, oh, he lets those bullets flow right into the head of some Pyjamas. Major follows up with a second, already working with a 2-man deficit. And if Calix has proven anything, it doesn't matter what a deficit you're at, you can still come back in a pistol, but XANTARES ensures that's not a possibility. Yeah, they've got 3 players ready to receive. A nice attempt there from Madden. Some players fully blinded. They've taken library control, but Emor takes control of long for a single kill at least. It is even trading to a degree, but
yeah,
it's chilling on the site. So is the man in Calyx. XANTARES actually catches NiKo as he aggresses Banana, which is, funnily enough, something ENCE didn't really do at all in the previous half. Perhaps it might call a rotation over. Flashes rain through, util exchange, but okay, could be under threat, but look at this major dink. XANTARES not able to save the life of his IGL, does at least trade, but this man advantage is something ENCE can work with. They need this round, they need it desperately.
This is so clever from Snappy. He knows that Major was the player rotating back in, so he slipped the net, found the gap, and now he's planting the bomb on B.
Again, the weaponry, it's not really good for a post-plant. 2 Tech 9s, a severe lack of utility, but Snappy does not lack the firepower at least, which would put a real spanner in the works for the CT-sided economy early doors series in such an incalculable position. Oh, but Emor catches him regardless, and they will save 2 rifles over. And you know how at the start of the tournament we were talking about how this team is set up around supporting XANTARES? I don't think they're as heavily set on that anymore, as much as doesn't really give a damn and actually pushes ahead of it, catching the star player completely off guard. And look at the space Madden is taking. Emor caught with nades in his hand. Major, he's next on the chopping block. He does at least subside the threat for now, but he's going to give up the bomb site.
Sounded like a broken record, but it is just fact. Eternal Fire get to these points, and then they concede. They really struggle getting the last 3 rounds of a game.
Major needs to get past the first hurdle of not falling to util. A nice bit of chip into his health bar there as Madden actually finishes him off, and that's the rifle out the round. NiKo spotted by the USPs, and Emor, he's going to find a Zeus kill. I believe that might be the first we've had this entire tournament. As much as a Zeus kill is good fun, this round in itself probably won't be for the likes of Eternal Fire in terms of manpower, but Emor, his position is perfect, although he has just been slipped past in the smoke. Madden, it's a gorgeous push. XANTARES completely isolated. Can't find either of the 2 low HP players. Although, yeah, they bag what little B util they had. A nade is picked on up, and Major has a smoke. Emor has a timing, though, but Madden doesn't give a damn. Madden's already found 2. XANTARES 2 in reply. Oh, no. There's still a possibility here for Calyx if he can isolate these jewels, but Snappy.
What's really interesting is just... I was going to say the way that ENCE are kind of orchestrating these first peaks. However, this time Pijamas goes for 1 on his own. And Emor wins it out. He's holding the angle the entire time, and things go from bad to worse. XANTARES getting rid of Madden, who's been the talisman for ENCE, really been the...
You know what passed him? Oh, XANTARES, he just spotted a boost, finds 2. Almost a 3K spray down from XANTARES! Often pitched as such for the ENCE side, but with only 2 HP, now none entirely.
Look at all the utils XANTARES has got. My God.
Oh, but he has gone down, though. Big headshot from Madden, and he's been very disrespectful of the util so far. They will at least be able to drop XANTARES coming into the next. Or will they?
Henu, get any more? No, Major does clear him. Okay, that's fine. Get 3 rifles out of there.
I want to know what deathmatch server Major's been playing on recently. It's clearly been paying off. And that incendiary falls on down, but Emor, oh my goodness, look at the fire he has to run through to escape. That's perfect util usage from the likes of ENCE. 3 men in tandem, but XCloud fired the first shot, alerts him to his position. Dihar immediately decapitates, but XANTARES is at least able to trade. Look at the brunt of a blow that's slowly being brought on in now. Calyx finds the first, looking for the second. Henu falls to Major, and ENCE will fall to Eternal Fire on this first map. Almost get back to double digits after a pretty miserable first half performance. I feel like Inferno was a lot harder to just slot into in a team environment, especially when you're so uncomfortable with. But speaking of uncomfortability, Snappy ensures that Major has a rocky start. Emor swiftly trades though, and we're into an early 4v4. Emor upgrades to a slightly longer range pistol as XANTARES catches Madden. Henu, great trade from the youngster, but XCloud's there to find one right on back at Emor. Oh, that's a team kill. That's not good to start things off, Brandon.
That's really not. And also, look at this double setup in towards short. This might be completely unexpected. And yep, that's exactly what happened. Pijamas delivers the killing blow to both.
See, looks to spam down a couple of these T-side players here. He's already in their spawn before they left it. He's found 3 kills, farming cash on the MP9, and by God, he's got himself a 4K, which will be a bonus bit of armor and util for that AWP. Emor, though, ensures that no bonuses will be netted. A very nice 2 to the tally play.
This gets a little bit dangerous, though, because they are heading towards B, although Calyx has found Dihar, so, do you know what, maybe it's just completely fine. Tucked in, just above this one way, just off to the side of wood. How much impact can he truly find here? Well, not a lot. He's already been spammed, but that's a good start. On towards XCloud. Can he get another? No, not quite. Major's there for the trade. Snappy will at least find one with the MP9, but
he needs to be careful not to go down himself here. That's a... Wow. Okay, that's not a freebie. That is a very clean kill. As honestly, I really want to see Movistar versus ENCE. So I'm just going to throw that out there now. Movistar ENCE, Bad News Eagles, Eternal Fire to be matchups in this playoffs bracket. And I'm pretty sure both of them are a possibility. That's not going to bounce in the right place, though. It at least traps Sunpius in for a moment, and Sunpius, realizing this, gets the hell out of dodge. XANTARES takes a bit of nade damage in response. It is a nice hole, but oh, that's brutal. Madden down.
What?
Without a chance in the world. Through a smoke, through a wall. All the insults to that injury you can possibly muster as Calix continues to charge. Well, they go to an open B bomb site at least, but they are making this a little bit worrying. They could get cut off on a timing here, but XANTARES cuts off the head of Snappy, and
you come in toe-to-toe with 4 AK-47s. At the same time, look at these rotations. Everyone's here. Everyone's ready to go. Madden answers back. Immediate trade on towards Snappy. Sunpius in position 2, but his orb hasn't found a single point of damage. A Major through the smoke would ensure that he doesn't even save it over.
One team could be very tired going into tomorrow. There's the possibility of playing 4 matches through that lower bracket as XANTARES seizes every opportunity that comes his way. One of our latter matchups of the day. Eternal Fire dragging their way onto this B bomb site. Diha shuts down the first in XANTARES. The A ramp might be perfect for him, but the entry to B not as much. XCloud though gets very extended. Diha's position yet to be cleared. The spam comes through, but Emor spotted. Can he find a reply as Henu chimes on in as well? Henu in for a dastardly double.
A couple of these players are low. There we go. See you later, Diha. But that's all she wrote for XCloud.
Well, there's yet to be a gunfight, but that should soon change. Snappy, how the hell have they not checked him? XANTARES, and they've yet to really make a move. They're yet to find a frag. D has spotted towards the headshot angle. Madden atop the boxes. XANTARES, XCloud a kill apiece. Don't really have the weaponry to back it up. XANTARES certainly does, though. Only Henu on a USB here. He's been spotted. Madden. Wow, nice one, Deke. He's looking for more. Diha finds another. Calix tries to stabilize, and Major.
25 seconds left. They need to go in, and it all hinges on XCloud, really. How much can he find on the flank?
Well, he's going to need to flank quickly. Does manage to get in through mid, uncontested. Finds one, finds 2 with a spray down. Massive kills from XCloud there. Calix find another. Eternal Fire look to keep on snowballing. Again, a bit of a lack of util here from the defenders. Madden looks to get cheeky. He's been known for these smoke pushes, but XANTARES gets pushed on into. And has he spotted Snappy there towards the top of ramp as well? He certainly does now, but Snappy whips onto the head of the star player. And will at least stunt Eternal Fire for the time being.
In towards B yet again. Eternal Fire have been leaving it late for a lot of these executes. And this boost coming over, Major's going to be flashed forward. Sunpius does actually catch him just as the flashbang pops. And now he can stand and try and deliver even more. And Diha in the back lines.
He's got the perfect timing on it as well. They might get the bomb plant down on XCloud here. But no, Sunpius denies with a perfect HE. Emor, no time to adjust, and with 30 seconds to go, Calix's position is so forward. He needs to fight his way out, and I don't think it's going to be a possibility. Henu dinked. He's taken down low. The frag grenade should be enough to finish him off, and it will posthumously. Molotov keeps him from wide swinging, though, and oh, that flashbang's perfect, but Major still somehow comes out on top. Great readjustment. And Sunpius ill-equipped to trade. He's already fallen back too far. Does have Madden behind him. It's pretty nifty. He's been quite good at saving.
3 players in towards gap. Trying to play ahead of this. XANTARES dealt with. It's a really nice adjustment for Calix. Again with the spam. Finds Henu through the wall. Sunpius, though, answers back. 3 on 3. 20 seconds left. Eternal Fire, there's a lot of pressure here. You've got to put down the bomb. Even trades. It's complete chaos on the bomb site. Emor, regularly scheduled Eternal Fire programming, but there's no time. You've got to pick up the bomb. You've got to get the bomb planted, Emor, but no, Madden makes sure that's not a possibility, and Calix falls by the wayside. ENCE with another.
Back up close and personal on the ramp, but this time without his trusty AWP. Interesting to see XANTARES on a deagle. And Emor afforded the rifle here, but it works out perfectly. Snappy falls, not quite enough for the double, though. And Madden ensures that this round is likely still going to be an equalizer for ENCE. Wants to be the first man in, has XANTARES ready to trade him. But XANTARES is the first to fall. Thankfully, Calix picks up the slack.
Madden brought down incredibly low. Diha is just sticking the bomb. Oh, they're not going to fall for it, are they? Oh, he gets knocked off. This round is still going. 1 versus 1. XFloud versus Madden. But Madden is such low HP. But he's calling the bluff of XFloud up and over. Madden going toe-to-toe and actually hits the shot on the AWP. Oh, I don't think so, because XANTARES has just pre-grenaded him.
Yeah, he's down to 60 already, but it's games like this, Brandon, that make me not understand why people don't like Vertigo. I love this map. It's so all over the place as XFloud catches Henu on a walkies. Now that Sunpice has been replaced by Snappy, this could get dangerous here. The MP9 doesn't stand much of a chance, but at least he gets information and does not go down for it. Speaking of going down, Dika ensures Major falls first, but Calix is Molotov. Absolute perfection. And Snappy is just such low HP. Sunpice is here to try and deliver support, and they're doing a damn good job of locking down this bomb site so far. Sunpice delivers in droves it to 2K. XFloud, though, he finally activates from middle, and he swings round the back, swings round the side, flying through. Ema another, the ball's on that man, and what a round there!
And it's a bit difficult to say they could run away with things in this round. However, Madden's done a little bit of damage onto both Major and XANTARES. Iha, he's in towards ladder. You can see the silhouette just dropping down in, but Emor, he's holding the entire time. Sunpice stopped in his tracks. Snappy with 1, but that should just be about it.
Yeah, he's looking to do more than the one and done, though. Manages to fall back to the site with the AK and will at least get 2 kills, but the CZ on the rear flank gets up close, but not too personal. Big round there for Eternal Fire, and again, a roar from the Turkish camp. Pretty damn good. A 9-6T on Vertigo is gorgeous, but so is Snappy's forward positioning.
This could be a crunch as well, because D has made it through towards mid. Could drop down ladder, but Major actually just survives the test. XANTARES will fall in the interim, and that allows Madden to slide further forward with CZ.
And that means XFloud is again unguarded in middle. Calix catches Henu. This is a 9th round on the board. Absolutely now with that kill onto Diha. XFloud can now waltz into middle. But the last player alive in Madden is coming from the rear. Will he be afforded anything? 2 low HP players to receive him. But at the same time, they've got a crossfire. Calix says goodbye. A great 3K in the round for him, despite the weaponry of the opposition.
Caught off guard. Major has also been spotted. And no, it's a smoke into isolate elevator. ENCE are charging in towards XANTARES. That's the bomb dropped. And now Eternal Fire need to rejuggle, reshuffle. But that's why Snappy's there, to catch out these players moving forward. It gets a little bit weird. It almost feels like ENCE are in an Eternal Fire sandwich. And you don't want to be in one with XANTARES as the really dangerous crust. Calix there as well, delivering 2 quick kills, and Henu, who's on the flank the entire time, will be allowed that respect.
But the crust is always the hardest bit to chew through. Henu sinks his incisors in. Major first to fall, but XANTARES. We lost our scoped weapon meta, Brandon.
Wow.
Calix. Oh, it's shown exactly why. Right, some new ones too. Batter Eternal Fire to pieces in this one as Henu finds yet another brutal strike. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second as, well, Diha finds XFloud's hidden angle. That's 1 rifle removed. Madden cleans up onto the pistols, and oh, Diha, a lovely readjustment. XANTARES is M4, nothing to do. That might just be a flawless round for the side of ENCE. Oh, don't show your back to him. Don't give Major anything here. He doesn't deserve it. Henu.
The Org is going to come face to face with a flashbang potentially. But Diha's here as well. Madden shows some skin towards Gap, and whilst there is 1 kill in the interim, it should just be an ENCE cleanup. There we go.
What do you reckon? T-side orging, the new meta perhaps for Vertigo?
Deployed by Major. Trying to account for XANTARES, and Calix is fighting in the fire and the flames, and in actual fact there's going to come a very big cost. His entire health. Sunpice, he's already in the back lines. Major is now caught in between 2 mines.
I mean, it was Eternal Fire struggling to close out on that CT side in the previous map, and they had a far greater lead than they do at the moment. XFloud might be leading into the next round with an AK, but the rest of his squad not particularly flush with cash. They do at least keep 3 alive. Meant to be the favoured side for an AWPer, has definitely fallen off a bit. He's been afforded another scope weapon, but by God, not for long. How is Snappy there? Uncontested in middle, finds Calix as well. It's going to be another 3-man save for Eternal Fire. There's no chance of them getting back into this one.
Eternal Fire being push-pulled and just dragged about the entire map.
Yeah, they've out X-Flouded the X-Floud in that round with a saucy mid-play into the backlines of B. XANTARES looking to send a few of these ENCE players back from whence they came, but unfortunately for him, okay, he will deal with some Pius, but RIP to Endpoint's major hopes there. Not making it through to the RMR close calls, but enough about UKCS. On to Turkish Counter-Strikers, XANTARES. It's not been working particularly well for them. XANTARES, is he about to step on the head of a man below him?
Another spam. There we go.
What? Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Hello, what's happening there? XANTARES chucks some utility over.
Oh, no.
A flashbang for the retake, but oh no, he's caught in the fire. Can't get up fast enough. Big kill from Madden, even bigger from Diha. Madden finds one more, and what was a 5v3 is now a 1v2 for Calix. He needs this clutch, and he will find Diha. Madden, half-ticked, tapping away. Can he find it? Yes, he can. By God, it gets close, but that 1v2 clutch was needed, and one of the best they've done in a long time, especially across the board. Emor, oh, he's filling up the kill feed across the line. Paints it blue, but Diha does at least trade things back for one.
Let's look to reset. They need to clear him. Are you considering him? No, you're not. Henry walks around the corner. Diha is next to the chopping block. Some Pius gets the kill at the second time of asking, but you're now thrown into a 1 versus 3.
But unfortunately, he has 3 angles to isolate, and X-Cloud needs only a single bullet.
A little bit of a leg up. He can find X-Cloud.
There's a hell of a lot more than 0. It's still the man advantage, and Calix is still kept nervous. Doesn't know if the push was eventually going to come on in, and it's continually delayed by a nice reply in utility. Henu, though, no delay in finding that frag onto Major. Do they clear this angle, or do they overlook it? They overlook it in droves. Oh my goodness, how was Henu not turned around? The communication clearly poor as into the 2v2. We've thrown in Emor.
Actually ahead of this smoke wall. ENCE just trying to keep it simple. Utility dropped on in, and here comes the barrage. Diha first to silence Emor. X-Cloud through the smoke. Oh, gets replied back in by Diha as well. XANTARES gets thrown through with some utility, and ENCE yet to put the bomb down.
It was a great flashbang setup from Major there, but Diha a major spray in retaliation. But again, bomb is nowhere near to being planted, and XANTARES find another head to the tally. 3 versus 2 here, and 14 seconds remains. XANTARES, he's closing in, but Sunpius will deny at least for now. And with that, the advantage spins not for long in ENCE's favour. Calix and Major, they strike in tandem, and listen to the roar again from the Turkish camp. And that is not a problem that Eternal Fire is currently suffering from. Despite these rounds being close, it's not been close enough to break the economy, but Snappy breaks the B defense. Calix immediately falls flat, but XANTARES is already here on rotation to trade. Snappy felled, utility barrage, and they only look to follow up with even more. Diha cut down low, but it's not quite enough to kill them. Oh no, that miss Molotov is a crucial mistake, a critical error, and because of it, Madden finds another frag, leaving Emor in a 1v4. No. Diha's on your left. Oh, wow. That's so unlucky.
Oh my goodness. Do you know what?
And again, this should be a de facto 13th for ENCE here. It is, what,
Yep.
3 USPs, a 5.7, and a P250. And, okay. Which is a major opening. Already one of the upgraded pistols removed. Snappy does the same to Emor. And if Calix, XANTARES, and X-Cloud win this round, I don't know what I'll do, Brandon. And thankfully, I probably won't have to think about it for much longer, as Sunpius does a bit of stat padding.
The bomb site is where ENCE have been finding a lot of these opens, especially on towards Calix, who, despite going 25 and 15, has often thrown himself into these gunfights a little bit unnecessarily.
Now, already, Snappy has snuck past the first bout. XANTARES continues to throw some in from the sandbags. Emor, why are you doing that?
Now he starts to worm forward. For Eternal Fire, they just need to stay alive on this bomb site. They need to do significant damage and distract, but some Pius deals a devastating blow. A multi-kill, not the weapons alongside the utility, and ENCE are already hunting them. This makes so much sense, and Major has revealed that he's got a FAMAS towards B.
I know I have the gift of hindsight here, but I think a half-buy would have been a safer investment for Eternal Fire in that previous.
2 chances at a genuine, like, kind of decent-ish investment. So that I understand their reasoning for doing it, but...
And the gun on X-Cloud, most importantly.
No,
I do like the UMP. Oh, but it's not going to matter. XANTARES, can he find a third? Not quite. Some Pius, a necessary reply. He's been given one of these rifles for a reason. He's got a bit of util in his back pocket too. The Molotov is good. It will continue to delay. Major's flank is even better. Needs to find the kill onto Snappy, and he will deliver. The battle of the IGLs, 1 on out.
xCloud just trying to throw caution to the wind. Calyx is just going to stick it. Calyx is just going to get on it. That's going to be the round for Eternal Fire. They're going to get themselves up to series point.
As that smoke comes on down, it gives a really nice one-way to XANTARES, but Sunfire still strikes first. ENCE are not willing to take this line down. Emo might be lying down shortly. That is a massive Molotov to be missing. It forces himself out of the bomb site. Major's rear flank, though, does at least get one, and Henu is the first to fall.
Time, pressure, 30 seconds. ENCE need to find their way on towards the bomb site. And xCloud's got utility to potentially disrupt, but it doesn't matter when Madden is finding the kills. But Calyx, once again, he's really stepping up. Major's made ground over towards Rampants. Emo with another, and Diha, he's been thrown into this 1 versus 3 retake. Find his way out of this corner to keep ENCE in it. Major making it so difficult, and with the killing blow, Eternal Fire will do it in 2, and they will send ENCE to the lower bracket.